In this video, I'm working with Razor. This is going to be his first session learning how to back up. So I started using just things in my house, like a stool and the side of my counter there. And with him just coming in between, I put food in between his front legs and then actually start to go underneath him. And every time he steps back, I click and follow with another treat, hoping to throw it between his legs so he steps up even further. So with Razor, he would try and offer a lie down, which is fine. I just would try to encourage him to continue to stay in a standing position and quickly try and place treats underneath him, causing him to back up, and then when he backs up, clicking that and following by another reward. So here he goes again, and he's doing quite a good job figuring this out. I'm still helping him with a combination of luring with food. Usually on the first session, I find that sometimes is required. It is very dog dependent, however. And you'll see right there, I used food in front of me to place on the floor. That just helps him get started again by setting up and coming close to me, so I can help him do another repetition of backing up. So here's a little part where he would offer a lie down repeatedly, so I would just kind of help back him up, get him into a stand, and then try and back him up pretty quickly. That was pretty good. So right there you may have seen some really tiny steps. And just remember, when you're starting for the very first time, every tiny step counts. Even if it's just weight shifting to their rear feet. Anything that remotely looks like they may step or may just simply shift weight back, I would always click and then reward that. So here he got stuck again. He was offering a down, which again I just tried to encourage him to get up and then take steps backwards. There he goes. So at this point, I have noticed now reviewing the video that I think I have trained too long here. So during this training session, I did not set a timer. So very often I do lose track of time. So as a reminder to students, do set a timer for 2 or 3 minutes. Typically once you go over 5, many dogs will start to get frustrated. So here you'll see me help him stand up and then trying to just get him to back up again. I want you guys to also remember that when you're teaching this, I typically don't start giving it a name. With some of my dogs, the cue that I use is beep beep, which will eventually be the verbal cue for backing up. Right now, I just want him to offer the behavior given the scenario that he's in. So right now, eventually as he learns, when he's in this situation with 2 things on each side of him, I'll have him back up. And then later, once he's offering it without me having to lure him, and he's doing that consistently, then I'll start to give it a name. So here he is. He's a little bit stuck here. I was going to delay trying to help him to see if he would offer it on his own. And I think I had a family member that was walking behind the camera there, so we got a little distracted. But honestly, I like to try and train with a few distractions. And then I'll go ahead and try and reward them coming back to work with me, like he just did there. Every dog is a little bit different. Sometimes you have to start in a nice quiet room, and then you can slowly start to increase the amount of distraction. The other thing is also try and practice in different locations if you can. So this is one area in my house. I like to do this just because it's convenient, but if I can find another area in a different part of my house that has a flat wall or some sort of flat surface, I'll do that there. The nice thing about a stool is I can move it around very easily.